guys. Wow, I look really tired. Hey guys, welcome in. My name is Angel and I definitely have something for you here. So if anybody watched my read yesterday about Sinbad and Solomon, it keeps popping up in so many different ways in my reality. So I looked up their stories and they have a lot to do with wisdom, discernment, being faced with adversity and challenges, and knowing how to maneuver through them and work with the energies and the unseen forces and not forcing things but allowing things to happen. And it's really crazy because today is the full moon in Leo. And right before I clicked on to record this video, I made another connection with what I'm being led to. So I'm going to do the best that I can to explain to you what is in my mind and what I'm seeing. And that is what I struggle with. So please bear with me. I have this encyclopedia of spirits and I was guided. I have it over here, you know, with my research stuff. And I wanted to look up Sinbad. I thought maybe there was a chance it was in here, or King Solomon. But what I found was Sin. S-I-N. The Illuminator. The Lord of Wisdom. Right there. Also known as Nanna. And it's a Sumerian god. One of the first. Ever, if you look up who was the oldest, the first god of the moon, of the lunar cycle that we know of. And it blew my mind to see that it was Sin. And because I was like, wait, this is related to Inanna and Ishtar, also Hathor. There's a pattern here. So Sin, let me backtrack a little bit. The crescent moon, the moon that, probably should have drawn this sooner, but oh well. So follow me here. Sin is the lunar goddess of the Sumerian text and was known for having a big long beard and also wearing the crescent moon on their head. Now, when a person's head is wearing this, what does it look like? It looks like devil horns. Am I right? Ishtar, Hathor, they are known, they even say they have cow horns. They're not cow horns. Ishtar is the daughter of Sin, who is the lunar god, who rules over cycles. And if you watched my reading yesterday, the cards about cycles and rhythm kept coming out. And it's like, what I've read so far is that paying attention to our moods and how it affects us each week, like each cycle, each time the moon is changing from waning and waxing, full, new moon, identifying our emotions and identifying patterns. And it will take time. I mean, it's not instant gratification. It's about documenting and writing down what you're experiencing, what you're noticing during those cycles to better harness your own energy. Okay, before I get too far off, yeah, it even says the creature for Sin is the bull. The bull, Hathor, Ishtar. Like, there's just so many similarities. It's like you can start seeing the patterns and how they're recycling all of these archetypes and these myths and these personas. But don't you find it funny that they say that we're born with sin? And a lot of children, I was just watching a video of a child at a gravesite, of her mother's gravesite, and she was like, hey, like she was talking to somebody, she was kissing somebody, she was telling somebody goodbye. And when we're born, so Sin being the lunar deity, let me fill in a little context. Sin is like the bridge between mortals and the divine realm. He's the go-to. He's the go-to. He's the in-between. And if we feel like we're born with sin, but then we push sin away, we eventually cut out that, like, we're not able to perceive those things anymore. If you notice how children are able to see through the veil, they're able to see different dimensions, different entities, they're able to pick up on those things. And as they get older, they lose it. And it's almost like they're losing the connection to sin, to Nanna, to the lunar deity that actually brings a lot of prosperity, brings in connection, brings in discernment, brings in clarity, brings in focus. And if we're disconnected from sin, if we're disconnected from the moon goddess, which is the divine feminine energy, the darkness, it's like, but sin illuminates. So whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're supposed to be working with this energy, calling on Sin and Nanna, the lunar god, to help you with communication to the other realms, to help you with discerning any kind of situation that you're dealing with, anything that having to do with agriculture or ooh, okay, one second, I lost myself for a sec. Yeah, I did so much research on like the symbol, because SSS, I had King Solomon, I had Sinbad, and then I found Sin, and they all had these like the common denominator about discernment and about relying on heavenly forces. Yeah. So the Sumerian pantheon, he was very significant. He is a god of time, which also relates to Saturn. And I know Saturn's been popping up for a lot of us in our readings. Wisdom and justice, representing the lunar cycles and offering guidance through his phases. His role as a father and his position as a key member of the divine family suggests his influence in both the heavens and on earth, particularly in the ancient city of Ur, where his worship was vital in the city's religious and political life. Yeah, he also plays a big part in religious and political views in life. And it's almost like we've been taught to push sin out and here's the crazy thing. I looked up the etymology of sin, and constantly it's referring to, like, basically, I couldn't find an older reference to sin. And when I referenced back, referring to Sumerian times and before, because it is the oldest recorded history, because it even has to do with the epic tale of Gilgamesh. Ishtar actually played a part in that. Or Inanna, sorry, which is also Ishtar. Was it? I've read a lot this morning, so give me a second. But I do believe Sin was also part of the Epic of Gilgamesh, which is the first recorded historical story, having to relate with this. Sorry. Sometimes I forget to finish some words. Like I hear it in my head, but then I forget to say it. So bear with me. There's something to do with cycles. I'm telling you, rhythm, patterns, cycles. Also, the in March, the equinox. Oh, thank you, Spirit. So Sin also talks about duality and having equal light and equal dark. And with March coming up, the our light and our dark, our day and our night are going to be balanced out. They're coming out into to be even. And that was also a synchronicity I was finding with Sin, with the god Sin. Okay. So yeah, Babylonian and Mesopotamian mythology, particular Sumerian, as the god of the moon. They also call him Anna, or Nanna, oh my god. Akkadade, played a central role in the pantheon and was deeply associated with the passage of time, agriculture, celestial order. Below is a detailed overview of Sin and his importance in Mesopotamian religion. So, Sin was the son of two major deities in the Sumerian pantheon. Enlil, come on, the god of air, wind, and storms, who was one of the most powerful gods in the Sumerian mythology. We just entered the age of Aquarius, and all of these gods come from the air element. Ninlil, the goddess of air, and wife of Enlil. So he is the brother of Enki, the god of wisdom. Come on, we're all learning about the, oh God, please don't have a brain fart right now. Not the custodians. The Anunnaki. The Anunnaki who came and seeded this plant with Adam and Eve. You know, the apple of knowledge. Now I have the Super Bowl popping up into my head with the wormhole. The god of wisdom, water, and creation, and the father of two important deities, Ishtar and Shamash. Yeah. So Sin is Enlil's son, which would make Enki the uncle of Sin. So Ishtar, also known as Inanna in Sumerian, the goddess of love, fertility, war, and essential figure in Mesopotamian mythology. I also found core relations with Artemis and Sin as well, both being associated with the moon and the lunar cycles. So there is something huge here about like it becoming the right time. With Pluto now in Aquarius, there's a lot of transformation and new insight that's coming in an intellectual. The way that we think, the way that we learn is changing. And again, Sin is the illuminator, the bringer of wisdom. It illuminates things that's in the dark. It's like you have this light. You are Sin. You are the bearer of this wisdom and this knowledge that is supposed to be shared, that's supposed to be gone after and searched and researched and learned and discovered, and how it relates to each of us in our own way, because it is part of us. And again, I find it crazy. It's almost like they've turned us against a deity, a part of ourselves, a part of the cosmos that is very vital and very important. And it's helping me understand my journey because of things that I would do. And I mean, or even talking to the moon, like things that happened afterwards. It's like there is a huge significant piece of creation in God that we are missing. It's like we've been taught to turn away and call something evil when in fact it's a part of ourselves and it's a part of God. And God's like, why are you calling me evil? Like, why are you believing them when you could figure this out yourself? Regulation of cycles. The moon's waxing and waning phases are thought to symbolize cycles of life, death, and rebirth. Sin's influence on these natural cycles reflected his control over the rhythms of time, offering stability and predictability to the world. And when I was reading that, I just heard in my mind that somebody is bending time. Somebody is working, whether you are conscious of it or not, you're working with the moon, you're working with the cycles, you're working with Sin's energy, which is allowing you to find the rhythms of time and bring stability and predictability into your world. And predictability can also be just a really good foresight and knowing and seeing the timeline play out and what possible situations could arise from that energy. Light and the darkness. Sin was often associated with the light of the moon, which provided illumination in the night sky. In this sense, he was also a god of guidance, offering light during the night to travelers and guiding them, guiding the destiny of people. Let me take a breath. So anybody that is going through darkness, if you've went through darkness, if you're going through darkness, call on Sin. call on Nanna. If you don't like, if there is an attachment to the word sin, sin, because you still relate it to, oh, you're born with sin and you're evil and yeah, blah, 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 you know, the Western way of looking at things, then this might actually be something that's difficult for you. But the thing is that it's a lie. It's a belief that isn't even true. I know it can be true for some people. I get that. So sin favors astrologers as well. So if you are looking into astrology, they are definitely helping you. Also, the pairing of this is lapis lazuli, which I find really funny because with Artemis's pairing, it is carnelian and lapis lazuli. So we do have that here. Also, offerings are butter, honey, and wine, and the number is 30. So sin gets its name because it was literally from the mountain of the moon, which is Mount Sin I can't say it. Sinai Desert and the Sinai Desert. Wow. So I want to see what kind of guidance is wanting to be provided for somebody. I'm sure I could. Okay, I'm going to stop. You know, I'm doing the best I can with the knowledge that's being presented to me and the time that I have to research these things. But I'm being pulled to this so significantly. And if it resonates for you, I would research it. I would see if these stories, if these myths have something to offer you in your current life experience. Because usually when I'm guided to these stories, it's because there's some piece of the puzzle that will help me currently in what I'm facing. Because when I'm asking for guidance, I'm asking for answers, I'm asking for synchronicities, you know, and pulling them into my reality. I can't ignore these things. So if you were brought to this video, it is for a reason. And I would just do a little bit of research, just carve out about 10 minutes of time and you know, allow the universe to blow your mind and hit your heart in a way that it's never done before. But there really, really is a lot of air. It's a lot of air element, and I feel like I'm actually about to I'm about to start my meditation. I've only been doing like 15-minute meditations in the past couple of weeks, so I'm going to do a nice hour meditation and really connect with this energy and find out what kind of guidance, what I'm being led to. I don't know, drop a comment. Let me know if this is only me or if you've felt guided to the moon phases, the cycles, Solomon, Sinbad, Sin, anything else. Maybe if there's something that you've noticed that you want me to research, I would love to. But there's something more here. The Lord of Wisdom, the Illuminator, the horns, the bull. Like even when I look up pictures of this man, if you like kind of, and he's not very well known. I had never even heard of him. But like the pictures, I swear he came to me in a dream one time. But it looks like horns. You know, like how they tell us, oh, devil, horns, like they're going to get you. Remember, everything is opposite. This is the upside down world. This is reverse. There's something here, guys. They want you to turn away from sin. Horns. Making it look like horns when it's really a crescent moon. Chesseray cat. I don't know. Oh man, I love this though. I really do. I really, really love this. Like, look, here he is. Doesn't it? It almost looks like Hathor too. See the crescent moon. Also, they call it sin when it's a crescent, and Nanna when it's full, which tonight it's Nanna. And then And that's the same thing with Ishtar and Hathor, right? Right? Come on, somebody talk to me about this. The moon god, here we go. Enki, the god of water. The moon god Enlil, the god of air or lord of the ghost land. And Utu, the sun god. And it's almost, I don't know if I have like a lineage or if like I'm super connected to Sin and Artemis and who were the ones before? There was Apollo and Artemis. There's Selene and what was the sun god before Apollo? See, they've changed, but they're all the same. Different names for the same thing. It's like they're really trying to confuse us. They keep trying to change the names of stuff so that we don't remember our authentic, our origin, our core memory, the core fractal that we come from. Ooh, spirit. Like, think about it. If sin is a real, like, it is, obviously. But with sin being a real deity, a real god, one of the first. My alarm's going off, 10:44. That's popped up a lot. Fire, air, water, earth. I mean, sin does govern the heavens and the earthly realm. I feel like maybe Sin and Enlil were helping each other. Or was it Inky? Now I'm getting confused. There's so many. Oh, Billy Carson. What was it again? These are the people that came and seeded us, okay? Adam and Eve, the first of this genetic marker of this human. I mean, we're like the fifth type. It's like an iPhone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are the fifth. And we're like the 12-strand DNA to the 24 from the 34. 23 to 34. Okay. Or 23 to 24. Oh, spirit. Okay. I'm getting a lot right now. And it's really hard for me to just pick one string. Because with the way my mind works, I'm neurodivergent. And it's like, if you don't have the context, I'm going to end up saying something with without filling in that blank. And that's what I'm trying to get better at. And actually 23, it's about to turn 24. And that's what we are about to do. I don't know what this means. But on a human evolutionary standpoint, we're exiting a 26,000 year cycle astrologically and entering this new one. And we're going from 23 to 24. I don't know. Okay. I know I was about to pull some cards and actually, guidance. What is Sin trying to guide you to? Let's find out. I don't even know if anybody's going to be watching this, but I don't care because I had fun with this. I'm really trying to take my readings in a new direction because I'm realizing I am not a karmic reader. I'm just not. I'm being shown stuff that I'm supposed to be following and letting it guide me. Yeah. I have to wait for invitations. I'm a projector. What can I say? What are they trying to guide? What is Sin trying to help guide them with right now? Ten of Swords. He's trying to guide you to end something. King of Swords in reverse. Oh my God. You have I don't even like saying that. You have a narcissist. You have a liar. You have somebody, it's like I don't think this person realizes what they're saying. Like, they'll tell you they believe something, but their actions show you something completely different. Yeah, justice at the bottom of the deck. What needs to be resolved and set right in your life? Okay. I'm gonna have to get a clarification, but you're being asked to end something. And it's gonna set something right in your life. Can I get a confirmation, a clarification card for this King of Swords, please? I just said I don't like doing karmic reads. 2555. 2555. 555. Things are changing. Something needs to change. This is a lot of swords, guys. What did I just say about the air element? This is a lot of air. Air, 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 air. Blue could be significant. Blue flame. Archangel Michael. You're not confronting something. You're not confronting something. You're not confronting something. What are they not confronting, though? Really? That's weird. Okay, I will. Be willing and believe. What you're not confronting, be willing and believe. You're not confronting the truth about something. You're not believing something. You don't believe. What are they not believing? Because they're getting guidance from the moon god. Like the original. Whoever you are, you're getting guidance from the original illuminator. The Lord of Wisdom. The original Solomon. Like, oh man. I mean, I bet King Solomon worked with him. I bet you. Wait, what? Wheel of Fortune in reverse. What are you not confronting? So okay. Someone needs to focus on the changes that are happening currently and how they're leading you to your purpose and your destiny. Okay. Somebody's not confronting how things are changing. I mean, I don't. For some of you, this is going to be an actual person, an air sign, or just somebody that's very analytical and, like, again, their actions don't match their words, and they think they know everything. Or maybe you're being guided to see how they are changing. God, I don't like reversals with these cards. All right, Sin. All right, Moon God, Moon Father. What energy is going to help with this? What energy is going to help with this? Ooh, the Hierophant. The Hierophant. Higher knowledge, wisdom, learning, allowing. Commit. Somebody needs to commit to themselves. Yep. Earth Angel, Temperance, Sagittarius energy, Taurus energy. I'm also getting Aries energy. Venus, yeah. Look up some stuff. I'm also seeing the Pillars of Solomon. It's usually only in the High Priestess card, but it's here in the Hierophant card too. All right, son. Give me 3 cards on their future. What do they have to look forward to? What you got to look forward to? Continue learning, continue growing. Things are changing. Do not repress anything. Don't push it down. If you're not wanting to look at it, that's the direction you need to go. I know it's uncomfortable. I know you want to push it against it. Might be nerve-wracking, like you're about to go on a stage and just sing for thousands of people, but guess what? That means you're growing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't resist this, man. You have an adventure waiting for you. Yeah. Make a choice. Don't rush it, but make a choice. Oh, waiting. Okay. Spirit said wait. Huh. Okay, we have the Tower in reverse, the Page of Wands, and the Two of Wands in reverse. The Tower in reverse, though, talks about resisting change. Not. Oh, okay. It just popped up in my head. This is not going to affect you. The outcome is, in the foreseeable future, is a tower falling, but it's not yours. It's not yours, and you're on a journey. You're starting in a new direction. But there's something you need to wait for. What do they need to wait for? It's weird. What do they need to wait for? Yeah, oh my God. And then we also, Lion. Okay, something that you hold value to right now is going to lose its spark, its glitteriness. So there's something that you're wanting to go after, but you haven't asked yourself the ultimate question of what it's going to bring you. So when we ask for things, I wanted to move to Hollywood. I moved to Hollywood. I wanted this. I wanted that. I wanted this because I thought it was going to make me feel whole, complete, fulfilled. But guess what? Spent all that time, all that money, everything to get those things because I thought it was going to make me feel that way, and it did not. Okay? So to save yourself hours, days, years of wasted effort in manifesting and bringing things into your reality, sit with yourself and visualize and run through the timelines. Our minds don't know the difference of us actually doing it and visualizing it. Go look up the studies of people that actually went and did basketball practice, and then those who visualized, and the guys that visualized did better than the ones that actually went and practiced. So it's a real thing, running through it in your head. Okay, I'm imagining myself getting this beautiful home or apartment or car or clothes or job or whatever it is. Okay? Wow, I have it now. But is that feeling of feeling fulfilled truly filled? Do you feel whole? Or was it just an instant gratification that is going to lose its luster? Because we have the Five of Pentacles here with the Two of Wands. Waiting. What are you waiting for? For something to lose its value. In your eyes, within yourself. It's almost like somebody realizing like, oh, I have the whole world in my hand. I don't want the world. I don't want the whole world. I don't want to be a dictator. I don't want to control people. Oh, Knight of Cups. Are you prepared to receive or give a love offer? You're not going to look at something the same way anymore. It's not going to hold value to you. And you're going to be able to upgrade your, I don't want to say it is a desire, because we should follow our desires because they're leading us to paths and lessons that we need to learn in order to continue on our path. There's something that we need to learn and change our value on something so that we can move on and move up. Maybe you wanting that beautiful sports car, and then, I've had a 350Z Nissan. I've had the sports cars, and let me tell you, it brings a lot of trouble. Like, it does. It makes you feel like a little prideful and stuff, but those aren't the things that actually make you who you are. I had to lose everything to find out what really actually mattered and how people do not care. This is going to sound harsh, but people do not care about you. They don't. The universe brings people in to assist you and help you. And some people do really care. But if you're a chosen, if you're on the spiritual path, if you have even idolized and wanted to be like Jesus before, you signed up to go down that path. And that's why it's been so difficult, because that a lot of us learn the hard way. But it's also the right way. Oh, God, Spirit, I feel you so strongly right now. Yeah, you're about to receive the truth of what's actually meant to be valued. So thank you, Sin. Thank you, Sumerian, God of the moon, cycles, prosperity, abundance, agriculture, all that good stuff. I hope this helps somebody. Brought some kind of clarity, confirmation, or even just a rabbit hole to go search down. So I love you. The universe loves you. Everything's working out for your best and your highest good. Until next time.